Well, let's so before you stand up, do some foot stamping and also do some punching. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then try standing up after that. It's just good for it just helps stabilise the blood pressure. So maybe move out the way. We're just going to it's still a little bit dark in here, isn't it? I'm just going to put one more light on. Carry on. Just do this. Just do the swinging exercise. And we're all breathing and we're lengthening. So you lengthen through the crown of the head and sink down through the sitting bones. Let's just see if I can make it a bit brighter. That's up. Okay, that will do. I don't want it too bright in here. No. I'll go that side of the thing because then the Zoom people can see me a bit better. So, yes, poor old Steve's had to go around all the clocks and change them. Lucky thing. Luckily, my phone changed itself, and my computer changed itself, but my car hasn't. And now I'm confused. I can't both. I've got two clocks in the car, and the one that's on the where you see all your speed and stuff, that's got its own clock. I don't know how to change it. I've got to read the manual because I can't work it out because that's a completely wrong time. And it's really confusing.
Yes.
It's only the time that my cocoa is.
Oh, and the cocoa, yeah, it was cocoa. Very confusing. So anyway, we are all breathing, but actually having that 9 magic breaths. So those of you that are joining us later on YouTube, the reason why this class is a bit shorter is because we did our 9 magic breaths first. And that's Tara Brack, and she's wonderful. So the lady I did the compassion day with, she's teaching our head honcho of the school, Mike. He's going on a 5-day meditation retreat with ladies, one of the teachers. So I do online meditation retreats because it's quite a long drive to Gaia House in Devon. It's beautiful though. It's got beautiful. I've seen a video. Yeah, yeah, that would be good. Well, it's beautiful. It's got all these trees around in a beautiful garden in Devon somewhere.
Where?
I don't know. I'll look it up. There's a few of those sorts of places dotted around. He's not actually going to Gaia House. He's going somewhere else. It's a bit like folk clubs. These meditation teachers. They go down all these different retreat centres all over the world and teach meditation. And I went, oh, it's just like the folk clubs because you get the same musicians going round all the clubs. So it's like that with meditation. And people come from all over to these centres. Some people actually live in them. So you get people that are actual monks now.
Oh wow.
And nuns and things that live there. And then and they stay and they help people do the upkeep and stuff. And but it's much cheaper to do it online because all you need is a computer with a Zoom. And then you just set the room up and then you switch your phone off and say, sorry, I'm on retreat, you can't contact me. And I did a New Year's retreat. So I did after Christmas and it was between like the 28th of December and the 2nd of January. And because I was at home, if I got fed up, I could go for a walk and then come back later. So actually it was a really nice way in to something like that, and then it means when I actually have some money I can then go because it's taking the time off work and paying to be somewhere and driving and stuff. So it's but I would next year I want to go on more retreats and things because it does help you learn new things, which then you can teach to all the students. And it's brilliant, so it is worth it. So we're just doing this. So we're just sinking down, and you want to really soften. And I have signed up for Master Chen. I'm just doing 3 days, unfortunately. I thought, no, I can definitely afford 3 days, so let's just do that. So I'm seeing him on the Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, which basically means there is no class on the 10th. No class on the 10th of November, but all the others are fine. No, I'm not gonna go to Glasgow. I've said, look, you're gonna have to find someone else to go with you. No, it's too, the problem is I'd have to leave on the Wednesday. I'd have to find someone to teach my class on Thursday. And then there's no one that can teach my Thursday afternoon class in Burwell, because I basically devise those things. And I'm the one that knows how to do them. And then I'd be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then I wouldn't be able to come back till the Monday. And I wouldn't really be getting enough money for that. I mean, it would cover my expenses to go there, but it wouldn't cover my loss in earnings. So I was like, nah, it's all right. I said, look. So she's going to have someone else that will come and help out that's probably already there. I mean, because she's a bit poorly. I said, well, you do need someone with you just in case. And, so I will be directing from here. Okay, now be careful of your neighbours on this one. Let's just open the arms, and we're like this. We're like this. So you've got a nice open, and the arms are in front, and you're turning like your what's it called? A weather vane, like a weather vane. You know, one of those.
One on the top of here.
Is there? I'll have to check it out. I think they're brilliant, those things. We are all breathing. Fabulous. Nice. Any questions on loosening number 1? This one. No? All right. Let's do, I would like to spend a bit of time on the loosening, just because I will be seeing Master Chung at some point, who I learnt them off, and it's worth, and they're just nice to do. They're just a nice way. So we did the 9 magic breaths, which kind of helped ease the mind. And now let's ease the body with some loosening and bouncing and shaking. So we just start with a gentle bounce. So you want to get your weight just behind the ball of each foot. Very good. Yeah. So, yeah, and then those of you that come to Tai Chi and Tea, I think we'll move it to 1:45.
Yeah,
From next year, because the traffic's been awful. And Diane won't mind, it's fine. But if you want to come really early, you could go in there, get some, get a nice mattress out, and we'll have a little kick. Fine. When I was much younger and I used to do Aikido, and the people that couldn't afford to stay in a B&B or hotel, we were allowed to sleep where we were training, because it was on a big nice mat. You just turn up with your yoga mat and your sleeping bag and a cushion.
that's more fun than.
Well, it was brilliant. Then every now and then people would do Aikido in their pajamas. Right, come on, let's try this out. It was hilarious.
That's more exciting.
It was good. So, yeah, they haven't got that option for Master Chen. It's
like you stay in those youth hostels. And I had 2 girls from
Yeah.
Italy, and they stayed in one in London. But you've got to accept that you might be sharing,
well, when you're in a dorm,
but they were lucky.
you're in a dorm and you get the one that snores really loud.
No, yeah.
And then what you do, you get earplugs. Brilliant.
They actually were sharing with an Australian rugby team.
Oh, did they snore?
I didn't like to go into it.
Dear, oh dear.
Gotta keep your dishes.
They'd be first at the breakfast queue, wouldn't they, you know? Yeah. We're doing shaking now. So when you're doing the shaking, feel it right to the end of the fingers and you're connecting through the whole body. So there we go. Well, very good. And we're nice and tall. So this bit's floating, the chin's tucked in. Okay, and then back to this one. And then what we'll do a slow-mo one. So you have the palms down, and then there's a curve. There's a curve in the arms, and then down, and then up in the middle. So I can really feel my arms, because in Soham, we use the weights. We use the little weights. We did bicep curls, we did triceps, we did pecs, we did shoulders.
Bring mine then.
Yeah. We're gonna, so if anyone fancies extra Tai Chi, the good news is we had an extra long tea break, didn't we? A really long one. And dark chocolate digestive biscuits.
And custard cream.
And custard cream.
Oh, yummy.
I don't do any exercise in that class.
Shortbread.
Bread, yeah. Dreadful.
What's the Tai Chi?
Sort of Tai Chi at high tea, isn't it? Something like that. And then in amongst all the biscuit eating and tea drinking,
We do.
chatting, there was an awful lot of chatting. We actually do quite a lot of exercise, and we just make it a lot more palatable. But
It was hard on our legs this morning.
oh, it was murder, wasn't it? Oh my God, it's awful. But then the Soham lot, they wanted to work on their legs as well. And I'm like, no. So there we are. So we did lots. So we go down, but this will help. That's it. Now do slow-mo, but this time pivot and the palms are up. Like you're like a hill dressed as a nun, you know. And still alive with the sound of our music.
Let Sue do the singing.
Yeah.
And we'll do the actions.
What a good idea.
Yes.
Make it quiet.
She did do that, didn't she? It was a bit like that.
Yes.
Then does something like that, and then she skips around the hill like that. So there we are. So yeah, Chris, you do singing, don't you? You should do that one. And then
Sue does.
yeah. Okay, so those are the two. And then what you can do is you can add a bit of momentum, speed it up, and you get this. So that's number one. It's like this. 4, 5, we'll do 8, 6, 7, and 8. And then we do this one. 1, 2, 6. It's good when you've done it slow, then when you do it fast, it kind of makes sense. 6, 7, and 8. Marvellous. That's fantastic. Very good. Yeah, have a sit down. So, and you can do the next one, you can do sitting down. That's anyone, if anyone needs to have a sit down after all that, feel free. Okay, I'll show you the next one. So this is the one I learnt from Master Chung. I'll show you from the diagonal view. You come across, you arms stay in front, you transfer the weight to the middle of the foot, you turn, then one goes in front and the other one goes along the lower back. And then you come up and like that. In slow motion from the back, looks like this. Okay. And just try that out. You can do it in a chair, but if you are doing it in a chair, just be careful on this bit. You just gently rest your hand on the side of the chair. And obviously you can't, you know. So instead of going behind the back, it just stops there and the other one goes up the front. And I'm transferring my weight from one foot to the other. So you go into the left foot, turn right, go into the right foot, turn towards the left corner. Face and crawl, that's it. So Let's do it a bit slowly. So slow it down.
Oh.
Go to, so you're in the foot, turn to the opposite corner. Come back to the middle. Go into the foot, turn to the opposite corner. So almost, no.
To do it.
Yeah, at least you gave it a go. So what you do is you go into the foot and you turn away from the foot.
Right.
You get, let's just do the body.
That's right.
Yeah, you're going towards the foot.
That's it.
That's towards.
That's better.
Yeah. And then,
We're going away.
oh. Oh.
Go away from
Okay.
the foot that you're in. So turn away
Right,
and turn
Yeah.
away. So you're facing away
okay,
from where your weight is going. That's it, spot
Yeah.
on.
okay.
You meant that all along, didn't you? And then you do that. It's tricky. We don't, this isn't a natural word in our vocabulary. It's a bit like when I was trying to say flu in Danish. We don't have those vowels in that way in our language. It just doesn't work. So you transfer the weight and get into that leg. So there's more weight in one leg than the other. And then you go,
Yeah,
and then you come back to the middle. Transfer the weight. Turn away from the weighted leg.
Wrong way.
That's it, but not too much. So I'm just turning towards the front corner.
Mm.
So now turn left so that you just head towards the corner. So you're looking through the corner and then you transfer and then you turn looking towards the corner. So you want to be more like this. So sink into the foot and then turn a tiny bit, tiny turn. Transfer, sink, tiny turn. That's it. And then you want to avoid leaning, you want to be upright. So that's why you do a tiny turn. Much better, there you go. Yeah, it's just we don't have that in our language. We don't. So each country, it seems, because I watch people move and I watch dance and movement repertoire from different countries. Each country seems to have its own movement language as well as language. So when we're learning the way, this is how they move in China and it's all completely normal and that's very straightforward. I mean, even the Chinese person would find this tricky, but because there's a kind of vernacular that there'll be a common way of moving, that's why it's hard for us to learn. Not that there's anything wrong with learning other languages, I highly recommend it. You know, loads of people have been learning yoga, now we'll try it with the arms. Loads of people have been learning yoga for centuries. So as well as things like food and language and music and dance, you also learn movement arts. So, and don't worry if you fall off and go back to doing what you were doing, that's kind of normal as well. So you go into the foot, you turn away slightly to the corner, come up. Yeah. So this was the first exercise I learned off Master Chun. And he just does it, and then you just go a bit quicker and just let everything soften and loosen. So that's it. So the arms just drop. That's it. The arms fall down. They fall down and fall up. I'll show you from the back. Like this. So you can see why learning these arts, and then as soon as you've got there, think of it like a Teflon pan, it just slides down. It just slides. So as soon as you found it, you don't go, right, I found it. Oh, I must hold on to that now, you let it go. That's much better. Do you know, you've all improved. And we've only really just started learning this, so so you just want to, if we slow it down again, let's try it slow down again. So we start here. So go to one side, get into that foot. Now turn the waist, drop the arms. Turning away from the body, and then one comes up and one comes across the back. That's it, and we'll hold it for a bit. This normally, and then just let it drop. Now come across. Turn. Like that, and then let it go and come up. Transfer. Turn. Go. So we'll just keep practicing that. So we've got next week to get even better at it. So remember, you go into the leg, turn away from the weighted leg, turn away from the weighted leg, come back to the middle, transfer the weight, get into that leg, turn away from the weighted leg. That's it, yeah. Marvellous. Yeah. When Master Chung did it, but he'd been doing it because I wasn't very good at it. And he was saying that, and the other thing is once you've got the choreography, then what you have to do is really let go of the arms. So I'll just show you it at sort of speed. And also I stay quite down. So if you see, now the way I do it, my arms are too loud. So when I used to learn this with Master Chung, he'd sort of watch me for it. Right, now you try. So I did it. And then he went, and then he went, shh. And I went, oh, what's wrong, Master Chung? And he went, arms, too loud. So once you've got the choreography, too loud. So make your arms very quiet and soft. So they become very quiet and soft so that they don't disturb. But the thing is, this isn't in our natural language. So you've got to start somewhere. So it will be too loud. The weight will probably be on the wrong leg. You'll probably be turning the wrong way. That's okay because you've got to start somewhere. And then when you do it, so when Master Chung does it, and also the arms don't stay there very long. They go to the right spot and let go. They go to the right spot and let go. So you're not kind of stuck here. You just see what I mean. And watch out for things like bottles of water, cups of tea, hats sat on the table looking curious. But yeah, hats actually quite like watchman Tai Chi. Because then they look all snooty. What do you call that? I was there that for ages by Missy the cat while doing my Tai Chi, and then she very luxuriously stretched and then walked off, and I'm like, yeah, right. Well, in the Tai Chi classics, it says move like a cat. And it says, move like a cat.
They've got ones of their own.
Fine. That's much better. Okay, let that go now. We've got that will do for now. But you can see, yeah. But anyway, I was getting a little bit disgruntled. I was much younger then. I was in my 20s still, and I said to Master Chung, when do you think I will be able to do this? I've been practicing it every day. I've been diligently practicing these loosening exercises. And I was just, every time I turn up, it just looked basically like Missy the cat, just all really smooth and really gorgeous and really, it was subtle. It was beautiful to look at. It was smooth. It was soft. It was natural. It looked like the easiest thing in the world and it looked great. And then I looked at what I was doing and I'd be like, that's hideous. My arms are too loud. This is a nightmare. And then he said, and I said, how long is it going to take? I was looking, I was obviously, I was a lot more kind of emotional back then and stuff because I've not been doing I was getting kind of really wound up by it. And he went, after 25 years, sometimes I understood. And then I'm like, oh, God. There you go. So just enjoy it. So 25 years. So, I've only been doing this exercise for 21 years.
Oh, well,
So
you've got another.
it's definitely improved, but again, you know, I've probably got another, but yeah, so there we are.
You always use it.
So basically, don't worry about it, just keep practicing. And it doesn't matter really, it's about it's to do with the connections through the body, getting connected, feeling your weight, and then eventually exactly, when it starts making sense, it feels great. It feels really good, but at the beginning, it's a bit like learning fiddle. Like, I wish I'd learnt cello first, because even if you're awful, because it's a cello, it actually sounds all right. You know, whereas violin,
Yes.
so this is a bit like learning fiddle. So it'll feel awful for a bit, and then eventually it's like, oh yes, yeah, it's like, oh, this is lovely. Oh, nice. And you just have to try and get as comfy, and even if it feels horrible, what you want to do is practice feeling comfy. So number 2 goes like this. And you're just like you're having a, oh, that's so unfair. And you can do it in a chair as well, so you don't have to do it. Quite nice to, and there's a bit that's it. So we're looking at loosening today, just because actually it's kind of fundamental to quite a lot of things, and it really helps knit your body communication system together, which is quite good. Yeah, there you go. So don't just let the arms drop, and you're not actively trying to do anything. You're just allowing them to drop. So it's not like the way he moved was very understated. Very understated. Has that foot been changed?
No.
I'm really confused. So what time is it? It's a 6.
Yeah, just make up an hour from there. I wish I didn't bother about doing the.
I wish I'd stop doing that.
Don't
It
lie.
really does, but I mean, I find it difficult to,
Yeah, me too.
I find things like time and things are difficult anyway. So I've got two time zones in my brain, because my mum's Greenwich Mean Time
Yeah.
and my dad was Kabul time.
Blimey.
And they do everything very different. So like if you say, oh yes, I'm coming round Friday, like when my cousins used to come and visit, and then they'd maybe come a month later. And they'd be staying for a few days, and then they'd stay for 3 months, and things like that. So time is completely different. Yeah. So that's how time works. But yeah, it was very interesting how, I mean, like movement varies all over the planet, but time also varies all over the planet. So each like all the different people that I've hung out with, sort of either doing martial arts or playing music or whatever with them, they all have different ideas about what time is. It's brilliant. So it's not really real, really.
I had a student from Norway,
Yeah.
very north of Norway.
Oh, right.
And I said to her, what time do you have breakfast? And she said, when I wake up.
So you just turn.
Because they've got
Because long nights.
It's
Darn.
She said, before we sleep, we wake up, it's breakfast.
So you just do one arm at a time, you're turning, and your arms going backwards and forward. So again, when Master Chung does this, it just looks very, very soft. And you wanna really, really let the arms be. So they go forwards and back. If you just try one up, place your hand on your tummy, and just let that, see, just let that swing.
Oh, still working well.
Yeah,
Good.
yeah, it's got its new clutch. No, it's fine. I don't believe in
It's going to happen, it's going to happen.
If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen, yeah, you know. It's just, because of all the driving I do, the tyres keep
You
firm.
know, surprise,
Because they
stay
keep
for
the
the
reds,
roads.
all the potholes. So now try the other arm, so it's not left out. So imagine you've got like little weights hanging on the end of each of your fingers or something, and you're just letting that. Oh, and you can feel the waist turning because you've got your hand on your tummy. And I'm just doing that. Yeah. Yeah. And then try both arms, see. So that's good. Nice and tall. Okay, now try this one. Just swing, 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 swing. And then if you raise the hip, you can swing a bit higher. So this isn't one of Master Chung's, this is from Eva. Eva does swinging, she does swinging exercises as well, because she went to see a bouncing and shaking master with her husband. China, they went all the way to China and they spent a whole weekend doing bouncing and shaking. And I said, what else did you do? And they went, well, we did this, and then we did this, and then we did this. And I went, oh, was that it? Yeah. But he was very good at it, so it's fine. Yeah. But it's about feeling your body moving in a connected way. So this is, yeah, that's it. 4, 3, that's it. Relax your shoulders more. 2, 1. Marvelous. And then wobbling, because I've been doing this exercise with Carell for 10 years.
A long time.
And normally most of the exercises he teach are called do this. So he would go, do this, then we would do that. And then after 10 years, I went, Carell, what is this exercise actually called, please? Because I can't just go do this to all my, I've not been teaching as long as him. I haven't got his gravitas. I need to know what the name is. And he went, and then was quiet for ages. And then he went, wobbling. So this is called wobbling. So it comes, if I do big wobbling, it's like a circle. So if I just come a bit closer so they can see them. So you're making a circle here, circle, 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 circle. And then you make the circles smaller. So he talked about, at one point he talked about different gear speeds. So yeah, it's round in a circle, look, circle, circle. So if you just do one, and the circle happens because you're doing something with the foot and you're wobbling through the waist. And if I do the other side, look, circle, 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 and it's an inward circle. Inward circle, yeah. And he said you can do different speeds. So this is like it's like 6th gear. Then you can do 1st gear. And then he said if you get to 10th gear, you disappear. So if you get really, and then eventually you're just kind of vibrating. If that helps. So there we are. So that's wobbling. But you can feel, so the wobbling and the bouncing and the shaking, they're very good for things like when we get to do the punching. And then things like sort of the sharp movements for when you're doing more self-defense stuff, because then you're connected through the body. So when I was at Bob Green's seminar, we were doing jab, cross, hook, and then moving around and doing our guards and covering up and things. Because I've done all this wobbling and shaking and stuff, it means when I punch, boom, boom, I can actually, for my size and lack of practice, they're not bad. I mean, they're nowhere near as good as the sort of bounce, the doormen and the cage fighters. They were a whole other species, really. So when I was there were these great big lurch type figures, that worked the door or did cage fighting. So they, you know, the full contact cage fighting. And I'm like, "Oh, do you like full contact? Yeah. What do you do? Oh, I'm a community Tai Chi teacher, a musician. Yes. Quite different. Quite different. You know, they work the door and then they fight the cage. And it's like, well, whatever. Why not? And they're much younger as well. There's not many old cage fighters. So there's plenty of old Tai Chi people and musicians though. So, but having an idea of how you're moving your body and feeling the connections through the body mean that when we do a bit of punching, we'll actually not look too bad. So I, you know, I did all right, even though I was much sort of softer and wimpier than everybody that was there. It was fun. So that's the that one, we got this one. We did this one. Just have a little quick recap. We did this one. Up, up, up. And I used to spend ages doing my loosening exercises because I wasn't gonna let it beat me, you know. I was just gonna, no, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. And then and actually I find them quite soothing. I find them very soothing, relaxing, and then the more relaxed you are, the more you can actually feel your connections. And then it's like, yeah. You can feel it's doing wonders for your coordination, can't you? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Really, really good. Up, 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 and then wobbling. You can do wobbling in the other direction as well, but it's very hard. So it's fine. It's just moving. It's just moving. Eventually you, and then I've done the little wobbling, which is more like your shake actually. It's indistinguishable from the shake. And then you can actually go slow, fast, slow. You can then play around with it and things like that. It's for toning these up. You can feel it all moving around, and that's very good massaging your internal organs, getting it all to wiggle around. Okay, how we're doing? We started rather late, so we're going to carry on. I've got no idea what the time is. It's confusing me. Is it 5 to 6? Okay. Let's do. Here's another one that messes up the brain. It's called flowing with dragon. But what we'll do is we'll just do it in a half.
Oh dear.
So we like this. Doesn't matter. Just pick an arm. And then so this is, you know, lorries, some of the windscreen wipers on lorries are more like that way.
Yeah, then some
Yeah,
of them
so it's like that. And some of them go, so it's, think of a lorry windscreen wiper. And then that's like that. That's it. So we're doing the brush knee and push in a kind of roundabout way because we're looking at fundamentals at the moment. We're looking at fundamentals of movement and just getting nice and up. And basically, if you find that there's a movement, which is what I've learned over having been trying to do Tai Chi basically for over 30 years now, and you know. So when you see someone that's been doing Tai Chi, so how long have you been trying to do Tai Chi for? Oh, 40 years. Oh, well, yeah, it's not bad. You know, there's a lot of them. So just let the arm come across, and then down, across. Oh, just put your hand there, and you can just feel that movement in the shoulder. Crack. So like this. So like this first. You come across. And then the arm drops down. Yeah, so transfer the weight, turn the waist, so it comes up. Transfer the weight, turn the waist, the arm comes down. That's it. Would it help if I did this? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Transfer the weight, turn the waist. Transfer the weight, turn it. So I've been doing. Well, practicing this for 30 years. So the thing I've learned, I go and see, masters and grandmasters and teachers that have been doing it much longer than me, and they've got seemingly almost superhuman coordination going on. It's just practice. And actually, if you get worried about not being able to do it, it doesn't help in the slightest. Whereas if you go, oh, I can't do it yet, so what? I will get there. I've just got to keep doing it lots. So, yeah, all right, you want your elbow below shoulder level. If it's at or above shoulder level, very painful shoulder. Keep your elbow down. That's it. Oh, that's it, Beryl. We've got our glamorous assistant.
They've done a better hand.
We should give you a badge.
Yeah.
Right, now try the other side. So keep the elbow down. Keep the elbow down and down and across at the bottom.
You should go strictly.
It's like Strictly, yeah. That's it. You got it. That's it. Well done, Barry. Well done. What does that say? Okay, no worries. It's all right. You can watch the rest on YouTube later. Enjoy your. This will help with your singing. That'll because you've loosened it all off. So you feel lovely. Yeah, very good. Oh, she's off.
As well.
She's off.
Yeah. Keep it down, or even lower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Yeah. Just let.
Like that.
That's it. So the elbow's low.
Ah,
You've got it.
okay.
You've got it. That's it.
Come on.
That's
Well,
it.
give us
We're
that
all right.
hand.
We're all right. No, you're doing it fine. You're doing it nice.
That's fine.
Yeah, just drop it a bit more. Just drop it a bit more. That's it. Mom, now we go like this. Oh, uh-oh. Oh.
Actually, I quite like this one.
So this is half of Flowing Dragon. So if you are presented with something tricky, just do it anyway.
That, then the other that.
That's it.
Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not doing it right, I know.
Doesn't
That's
matter.
right.
We don't mind.
I'll
Just
just relax
relax.
in a minute and I'll lose all concentration. It's all
Yeah. Just focus on what you're doing. That's it. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, marvelous. And then you've also got this one. And they come across like that. And then come across like that.
Okay.
Like you're a cat and it's just seen something valuable on a shelf.
Ooh, good hand.
Priceless thing. I love that. And you see a cat and there's all these things on this shelf and it goes, and then watches it drop down. And it goes, then there's this gleam in its eye. And then it does the whole shelf.
It's priceless.
Smashing time.
You know, helmet, all these little things on, and the budget card used to go along, go.
The budget used to,
Yeah,
and then it would fall down.
they would throw, no, we would knock things down.
Fantastic. I approve of something. So if you ever felt really mean, you could use this to knock something off the shelf. That's it. So it comes across. Now this time, turn the feet and go like that.
No.
Now we'll just do the feet. So you turn, turn, and lean. Come back, turn, and lean. And we're just doing the last bit. So bring the hand across, turn, and lean. And it's a really long shell. Really long shell. I'll turn around, it might help. Turn in, turn out with the foot, and lean. Turn in with the foot, turn out with the foot, and lean. Turn in with the foot, turn out with the foot, lean. Turn in with the foot, and out. Marvellous. Okay, I will show you the full movement, just so we can see what we're aiming for. we don't have to do it this week, we can do it next week, because then what will happen is this will all percolate.
Mhm.
And then when we do it next week, it will be perfect. Almost very nearly perfect. So I'll just show you what we're aiming for. So it's called Flowing Dragon, and it's an exercise for the brain and an exercise for the back and the shoulders. So it goes like this. So 1, turn in. 2, turn out. 3. 1, 2, 3. So just watch, we'll do it next week. We've done the components this week. That will do. And we'll. 1, 2, 3. Simples. So what we can do now, let's do open, close, and you can do it sitting down, do it standing up. Open and close. Open, beautiful. And close. Show you that from the side view. Open. See? And you all look amazing. Isn't this easy? It's great. Okay. Fantastic. Let's do wild goose. So flying wild goose. Flying wild goose, that's it. So the goose comes up, it flies up, and then it lands. See? So it doesn't have to be nigh on impossible. You can do simple stuff. And if you've been doing stuff that's a bit challenging, and then you go to the simple stuff, it feels great, doesn't it? It's really good. So we just do that. And then parting the clouds, nice round shape. Nice round shape, it comes up, open and down. You keep your shoulders relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Much better. Because then the simple stuff, it just works better. And then we'll do the bear. We'll do the bear. So we just bring the hands around. You transfer the weight. Just start just transferring the weight. You can do this sitting down. You can do this standing up. And then and turn. Transfer. And turn. So the thing is, you don't have to have any coordination whatsoever when you first start doing Tai Chi, because it gets better. And then you find after a few years, you'll have been doing things, and then there'll be a beginner coming in, and then you think, oh, and then as well, and then you can think, oh yeah, like, it does start making sense. You just have to keep coming and just keep joining in. And then if you get a chance, do a bit of practice at home. It doesn't have to be a huge amount. Or just try something out. Maybe spend a few minutes, a couple of times a week, trying a thing for fun. And then nice. Let's go back to this one. Let's do that first. Yeah, that's nice. We'll do a little bit of spine health to finish. Okay, so like this. So you start like that. So turtle comes in and out of its shell. We'll just do this. And you look forward, stick behind out, breathing in, breathing out. It's a really nice one for the spine. Oh, that's nice. And one more. Nice one. Yeah, I do this one most days, pretty much every day now, just because of all the driving I do. It's actually a good idea to do things that works like so.
The weights.
Oh, you do it with the weights?
Yeah.
Well, that's clever. I'll try that out myself. I didn't even think of that. Genius.
Only little tiny weights.
Oh, we only use little ones. We use half kilo. Yeah, we've tried using 1 kilo first. No. No, no
You
need.
think, oh, they're not very heavy, you pick them up.
You pick them up, they're really heavy. Well, it's like a bag of sugar in each hand, you know, you want half a bag of sugar, that's perfect. And then go around the other way. Yeah, you don't want to do anything too. It's so half a kilo will do plenty of muscle work and strength work, and it's tolerable. You know, and then, I mean, when I'm practicing at home, I use 2 kilo weights. But only not in class though,
No.
just for my own practice, and I'm not doing it as long as I was in class. So I'm doing a lot less reps, it's just to see if I can do it or not.
I mean, they're lovely because they on the coffee table next to me, I think, oh, right. Oh,
And then you can do your bicep curls, you can do that. Oh, you only need to do it for a few seconds. And then what will happen is you'll start after a few months or so, you'll start noticing. And then afterwards, and then a few months after that, the friends will start noticing. So it's all good. It's all good. So the other one, we'll do this one. So you just breathe in. And then we're turning starting from here. And then you work up the back as you breathe out. And then finally the head. But while you're turning, you're lengthening through the back. Then you're breathing in. Breathe out. Lengthen through the crown of the head. That's it. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time, breathe in. Breathe out. So this is a really nice one. So I do a lot of these spine exercises I do before going to bed. Because the cat does. The cat does loads of, and it does wiggling and stretching, and then she curls up in the sleep. And I'm like, I'm going to try that out. So I have been, and I've been doing every morning. I do stretching in bed, and then in the evening I do stretching in before the bed, and also when I'm in bed. And then I'm waking up, and my back aches a lot. Doesn't ache as much. In fact, sometimes not at all. So it's worth it for the. I mean, he moans a bit. I mean, don't look then, you know.
So you all see cats and dogs do it.
Cats and dogs do it.
They have to move
Especially,
every muscle
they move all
before
the
they-
muscles,
yeah.
and they only will go and settle when they're just so. And I'm thinking, well, it does say in the Tai Chi Classics, move like a cat. So they obviously know something that I don't. And
Never
it's very,
seen a cat
so this is a nice one for the
do that.
spine again, and the shoulder. Ah, fantastic. Okay, and then big breath in, not like this. Breathe out. So it's a chi cleansing. So you gather in what you need, and what you don't need goes out through, feet into the ground and away. It's like the first bit in that Tara Brach when you clear the thoughts. This is like a big physical version, clearing the thoughts. So breathing in, breathe out. And once more with feeling. There we go. So all this stuff is very doable, and you can practice this at home, and then you can do the complicated stuff in class, and it won't feel as bad because you'll be more relaxed. So there we are. Okay, marvellous. Well done, everyone. That was fabulous. Well done. And back. Really good. So we've got class next week. Then no class the week after because I will be getting confused by Master Chen. So that's so good. I'm looking forward to it. Right. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye. Bye.